My disrespectful sister keeps posting personal details about me on her public blog whenever I do something that upsets her. Now, our family hates her. Whenever I do something that upsets my sister, her first reaction is to post it on her personal, albeit public blog. She doesn't come and talk to me about the issue or how we can work through it, and instead publicly posts about the issue, often using negative language and insulting me. This is an ongoing issue that has been occurring for many years. I've asked her numerous times to please stop posting about me on her blog, and that if she has an issue with something I'm doing with her, to please come to talk to me first. But her reaction is always the same. She claims that nobody cares that she vents about her family online, and that it's her personal blog, and because of that, she can do whatever she wants on it. I've tried explaining to her that this is disrespectful to me, and that while it is her blog, she is posting about me in a public sphere on the internet. Therefore, it is no longer personal. It is upsetting because I feel like I can no longer have a relationship with her. After all, I live in the constant fear that if I do so little as breathe wrong, my actions will be blogged, tweeted about without so little as her coming to me first to discuss the issue. In the past, she used to tweet blog about my ex-boyfriend and me and how she hated him, and would tweet about us having intimacy. Thankfully, I don't live with her anymore, but when I visit my mother, there's always the chance that I'll do something, and she'll react by blogging, tweeting about it. More recently, she posted about how I ruined her day, and was insensitive for posting a photo of our father on the anniversary of his death, and sharing a few positive memories I had of him on FB. When posting that photo, she claimed I didn't think of anyone but myself. When I tried to talk to her about the issue, she stopped responding and proceeded to tweet blog about how she doesn't have time for my whiny bullshit, and that I needed to stop being so sensitive. I am at a loss for what to do here. Update 2 years later. After reading through everyone's responses and seeing how I felt about the whole situation, I did as I said I would and blocked my sister on all forms of social media. I also cut her out of my life. For about 8 months, I didn't speak to her nor make any attempts to communicate with her. That summer, my sister moved away from school. My mother eventually got wind of the situation from my brother and asked me why I wasn't talking to my sister. Initially, she was judgmental, but after explaining to her my sister's repeated behavior of posting personal details about me online, my mother was furious and agreed that I had every right to cut her out of my life. At one point, my mother, during a phone conversation with my sister, called her out, calling my sister childish, petty, and vindictive, and said that if she ever found out that she was posting any intimate details about any family members online like that again, she wouldn't hesitate to find a lawyer. She also threatened to kick my sister out of the house if she didn't stop her nonsense. I'm not sure if there were any actual legal repercussions my mom could have made against her. Still, it was enough to make my sister set her blog to private after my mom browbeat her into submission for being so crappy. Due to this, my sister and my mom had a huge falling out, with my sister repeating the same adage about how it was her personal blog, so she could do whatever she wanted with it. Christmas rolled around, and my sister and I still weren't talking, while my mom had patched things up with her to a degree. It was an awkward holiday. When we visited for holiday stuff, we were civil and polite towards our sister, but we never failed to notice her on her phone 24/7. We can only speculate what she was doing, but I was less bothered now that she had set her blogs to private. Regardless, she was on her phone during dinner at one point, and my mom asked her to put her phone down so we could have family time. She responded along the lines of, "Yeah, 1 minute." And my brother made a jab about how she was probably too busy posting bullshit lies about us on the internet. I should mention that while my sister doesn't seem to care what I think, ask of her, she has always seemed to respond and care about my brother's thoughts. She tried to fight him on his comment for a minute, but he shut her down, calling her a fugging child who just wants internet points, and straight up said that if she were a decent fugging human being, she would talk to us about her problems instead of cowering behind a screen. She shut up after that and retreated to her room after dinner. After Christmas, I continued to have zero contact with her. She came home for the summer to work, and that summer, our grandma died. My sister ended up having a complete breakdown due to the culminating and unworked grief surrounding our father and now our grandma. She started going to therapy and taking her medication. Eventually, she apologized to me for her behavior over the past few years. We sat down that fall, over some beers, and talked about everything that had happened and her behavior. While I accepted her apology, I told her it would take some time for me to work through how her behavior affected me and our relationship. I unblocked her on FB so we could make a group chat with our brother as a buffer. We now occasionally talk, but we still aren't as close as we used to be when we were younger. I went to lunch with her the last time she was in town, and it felt, okay, so that's it, here we are.